Greetings, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, we're going to be discussing the paradox that is performance art. This is a piece of performance art in and of itself. YouTube is very performance art oriented. So, this is a piece which I wrote about performance art. I believe that one of the reasons that the validity of performance art is questioned is because it stretches between various extremes of human behavior. Performance art, in my opinion, deals with polarities in the world of art, exhibiting minimalism or extremism. At first, this statement might seem contradictory, but this should not be a surprise, since contemporary art has been increasingly accused of conflicting dichotomies. In fact, this seems to be the only point upon which most critics can agree. An example of minimalist performance pieces would certainly include Vito Acconti. Give him a microphone, a monitor, and a floor, and he's set. Another form of minimalism would be exhibited by Fluxus performance pieces, where the entire concept revolves around making up instructions and performing things anyone can do, thus not neutralizing highbrow art as an elitist construct. Yoko Ono's cut piece requires simply some scissors and a person wearing clothing. Anna Mendieta took this idea one step farther by giving the audience their choice of sharp, silly, or deadly things. Gutai artists are certainly classified in this regard as minimalist, but their scores are not meant to be performed by the masses. However, their basic premise is rooted in Zen Buddhism, which has a built-in aesthetic of the Spartan simplicity and is open to participation by the masses. On the side of extravagance, I believe that both the hedonism and unrepentant work by Karen Finley and Tracy Emin would certainly fit in well. There are so many performers concerned with body image and societal standards of beauty, I don't know who to name first. Whether their performance requires a plate of glass to deform, a team of surgeons to modify, or animal blood, hair, and a deep freezer, almost all artists who work with the representation of the body want to say something about the female form, whether they themselves happen to be female or not. Yves Klein would fit in here, I think. We're utilizing the female form as a paintbrush. I think Carolee Schneemann and Meat Joy easily fit in the realm of the excessive, and I would also like to add Annie Sprinkle here too. What roles are left open to the performer working with the body? Also, what beneficial function does performance art bestow on our society? I think one of the greatest assets performance art offers the artist is the potential for using multiple mediums and changing rationales, philosophies, and identities frequently. I am surprised that so many artists do not take advantage of the medium along the lines of R. Rose Salave. The total disregard for justification or explanation for their own interests and character, making every day a completely new exploration of themselves and the image they project of that self to others. Many artists claim to reinvent themselves entirely, but I see little external evidence of this. How can we praise something such as the body in art when all too often the person performing is in a place where that behavior is expected, such as a gallery? I am especially impressed by works which are taken outside the gallery and into the public arena for this reason. My preferred body-oriented works tend to be those on the side of minimalism. I find them easier to relate to and more intimate between the audience and the artist. Well, thank you for joining me for the paradox that is performance art. And if you have thoughts about this subject, I highly encourage you to please let me know them in the comment section below. That would be lovely. And I really appreciate all the comments, and I try to respond to them, and whenever possible. And I appreciate the discourse. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to these videos, of course. And thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care.